Paalala lang po sa mga nanonood sa atin sa Hawaii, unfortunately, you can't be calling because this is live in Southern California. You get us on a delayed telecast, so unfortunately, you can't call. But I'm hoping that you're learning a lot also from the real estate discussions that we're having today. Is it different in Hawaii, like real estate in Hawaii, real estate in California, different laws?
I'm sure the laws are different, but as far as the process, for the most part, I think it's very similar.
Right.
Some title on the East Coast, they don't have what you call escrow. They call it like attorney.
Yeah.
Attorney. So
but it's the same.
It's kind of the same. They just use different things. So
right.
I'm not quite sure if Hawaii is like that as well. But I'm sure kind of similar process. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about investments. And Michael, that's your turf, right? Let's talk about how to protect yourself from being taken advantage of.
A lot of times, especially the recent market this past year, there's been a lot of overbidding, a lot of aggressive buyers, especially from overseas and stuff like that. And what I believe the reason is the rates are good right now. So if you can get the opportunity to buy a fixer-upper, put it out for a good price,
right?
Fully remodeled, you're going to find somebody that's going to buy it.
Right.
Now, as an investor, what I've noticed is when we're out at the auctions and stuff like that buying, it's you got 20, 30 people at a time, just boom, 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 and the prices are jumping, and it's you have to do it several times to kind of get the wing of it. It's really hard to, like, am I overbidding on this? Am I over? You have to do your research prior to going, obviously.
Right.
Kind of understand what you're getting yourself into, what the market calls for. Last year, values, they were jumping like crazy as it is, so a lot of investors didn't really care.
So would you say that it's stabling now?
Yes, now it's stabling. For example, I went to one auction this year so far, and it's not in huge intervals like before. The intervals are a lot more conservative, and it's fewer people versus 30 plus people from last year.
Everyone was trying to
everybody was trying to bid. Now it's like 10, 15 people roughly.
So just the serious investors are left.
Yeah, the people that know there's still stuff coming, you know. So
how is the inventory right now, Mia?
It's still tight, but there's been a big change. You don't see as many REOs, you don't see as many short sales, so we're seeing more of the standard sales. And a typical transaction now, you're seeing people that maybe bought like 2009, 2010, now they're looking into selling because they have some equity appreciation, and that's why they're selling as a standard sale and then moving into another property.
So is it a good time to buy or sell?
Oh gosh, that's
always a difficult question.
It also depends on the family situation. A lot of times people try to time the market, which is great for investors especially, but as a buyer that's buying a house for their own for their family to live in, you have to look at not just the timing of the market. You've got to look at your own financial situation. You got to look at the current chapter your family's in and base it off of that. So
yes, then that's the number to call on the screen. I mentioned this earlier. If you want to call them and do a case-by-case consultation, personal consultation, you don't charge for consultation, right?
Absolutely free. Tawag lang po.
Answering questions, real estate questions for you today for free. Here's another question. If there was a foreclosure, short sale, or bankruptcy, how soon can you buy?
Okay, popular question because we came from a few years of foreclosures, short sales, so everyone's always asking how soon can you buy. You know, for a foreclosure or short sale, you can buy 3 years after, and for a bankruptcy, 2 years from the discharge. So it's not, people think like it's 7, 10 years. It's not. Like that's why a lot of our clients that have short sold in 2010, they're getting into houses now that are much nicer for less because it's lower priced. Interest rates are still solid, and they're more manageable. The loan programs are great. So you know, 2, 3, 4 years ago, and now they're getting into a nice house. They foreclosed back then, and they're in a much better situation.
Doing a foreclosure, short sale, filing for bankruptcy is actually a strategy, right? To get yourself out of the,
and it's like, it kind of pulls you out of that burden. Your weight is lifted.
You feel better about yourself.
You feel better. It's a hard decision to come to doing a short sale. I know a lot of people don't want to the stigma of a short sale, a foreclosure, a bankruptcy, but actually people should look at it as a way to kind of alleviate their situation. It's a new beginning.
Or step back,
Step
and,
back.
and, you know, consider your options and all that.
All
right?
of our clients that have gone through maybe a short sale or something like that, they've always feel better after.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
they
And
do.
maybe they're back on their on their feet
Yes.
these days,
Yes,
right?
yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, well, I appreciate your time coming here today. Thank you,
you.
Mia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, thank you.
Again, that's the number to call on the screen. They do give free consultations, so call them right now if you want to buy, if you want to sell, for property, for
Yes.
home ownership, and all that.
Mortgage loans, if you want to get pre-approved, if you want to understand different loan programs,
Yes.
tawag lang po.
Ayan. More power to both of you, and I'll see you next Wednesday,
Yes.
right? Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us. This has been Janelle Sawyer, kababayan in Los Angeles. I'll see you again tomorrow.